So hello everybody. I hope you can hear me quite well. Yep, audio levels are good, video looks good. So this is going to be lovely and awkward for me. Usually I do this. This is PHP unit and IntelliJ, and this probably looks familiar to people. So today I'm actually doing something that's related to my other job, because I'm also a massage therapist in training. And I already work with patients. So let's focus on physicality a little bit. And one of the things, people probably know the Pomodoro. It's really good to remind you of things. So for this, I have 15 minutes, I just heard. So I have this lovely physical clicking and thing. Something like this also really works. I actually brought it to the conference day so I can fiddle with it. And of course, everybody knows the lovable companion cube. Why do you think PHP elephants are so popular at Comference? You can just squeeze them and they're really nice and you can throw them. So what I want to focus on today is hands, wrists and arms, because as you just noticed from the laptop and this good but still wobbly chair, that it's very easy to just get tension everywhere. I do not have the time to show you all details, because there's many things you can do with your hands and arms, even just sitting on a chair. But just some of the basics that I use literally every day to keep it from hurting, pretty much. So if you just take your hands and actually sit upright, just adjust your chair, make sure you're kind of comfortable, at least as far as you can get it, which might be harder in the office than it is at home. And just start with feeling your hands. There's no massage technique for that. I mean, we are trained to do it professionally, but the whole idea is what they teach us time and time again is actually learn how to feel, both our patients and yourself. And most of the time is actually spent on training the massage therapist. Just feel where the tension is. And if you do not notice where the tension is, then you immediately notice what the real problem is. You just do not feel it. Please make an appointment with a professional that can help you out with that, because that's what I did the first couple of years. And then as a result of that, I decided to actually become a professional massage therapist myself. I don't know, can I see the camera work somewhere? So I can actually see what of my, yeah, beautiful. This is what I was looking for. So if you just take your hands, see how stiff your fingers are. One of the things you can do is just take your hand, take a thumb. Oh, this is interesting. Stick it behind there and just gently pull, push, rotate a little bit. The most important thing that it's really hard to unlearn at first is do not go for the painful stretch. This is what a lot of people experience as, this is healthy, finally something is happening. But it's not necessarily good for your body at all. It will actually very often just tense more afterwards. So when I do this with a client, it's much more structured and I do not have to talk and look into a camera at the same time. But just find out where the stiff points are. For me, it's around here. It's probably related to, I think, my Wacom tablet. That's a recommendation too. Use something else than just a regular mouse, or switch every now and then, get up, move your knees, just generally move, get the blood flowing. In the meantime, I found another stiff spot. And for you, it might be at a completely different point. The only thing you have to do is just use your thumb and feel around a little bit. It's really nice. And you can just move up your arm, see how it is with your wrist, put your thumb in there. You can, for me it's pretty loose, so I can really get in there. If you do this for the first time, or if you're not very used to it, go gentle. It's gentle, deep breaths. Take it slow. Try not to be distracted. It's really about care and attention. So another thing, apart from using your fingers to gently grab, you can do is use your weight. Stefan, can you point the camera a little bit down to just the desk? Instead of using muscle power, what really feels relaxing is slowly apply weight. It looks like nothing much is happening, but if you try this on yourself, you'll notice that with just leaning in a little bit, this can get pretty strong pretty quickly. Also, what part of your arm are you using? The bone or back or front of your underarm? Again, do not push until it hurts. Your body is not happy if you do that. It will feel nice at first, but it's much more valuable to just give it a bit of room. Go slow. And then, again, give it some time to just feel. I mean, do my arms feel different? Does it want more? Do I want more? Am I kind of done with this? I mean, when I'm at home, I'm just quickly do my wrists and walk off to the kitchen. When I'm with a client, I take at least half an hour for this. Same with the other side. Do not work on one side. I see that happening a lot in the office, that people only work on what they say their mouse arm. Also carry their messenger bag just on one shoulder all the time. That's, as we would say in software, that's an anti-pattern, but it is very natural. I mean, I'm right-handed and will grab anything with my right hand. That's completely fine. But when training for fitness or any kind of sports or doing massage work, it's very important to do both sides. I mean, nobody is completely symmetrical, but if you only use one side all the time, I immediately notice it with the client. Just one touch and you know what side is the dominant one. Also, do not switch your mouse then to your other hand for a week. The other arm is not used to it. You will actually hurt yourself within a couple of days because you'll immediately start grabbing. And that's one of the things that I actually wrote down non-digitally for this talk, is that tension masks sensation. It's a classics quote from the dance and bodywork world, that as soon as you tense up, you feel a lot less. Most practical example, anybody with stiff shoulders in the office, try it with colleagues or, well, usually with friends. You often get the feedback that people do not feel the massage. It's too light. And that is, the only thing that tells me is that they do not even notice it anymore. And that's, I wouldn't say a problem, but it actually takes some time to get people to relax enough to actually notice the tensions again. The little knots in the muscles and tendons. Very often, have a look around the office, how many people have their shoulders up, especially when sitting at a desk. What you'd like to do is gently, over days or weeks, get people to relax that way more. If you just squeeze it out, it feels really nice. I will admit, it is really, really nice. But it is not a lasting change. And it's also not something you can do at home. It's very hard to actually massage yourself. There are ways of doing that. I didn't bring my toys for that to the office, but with a good wall and a few balls or a few other implements, you can do self-massage while being relaxed, but it is anything but trivial. So this might sound super simple and way too simple, but just give yourself care and attention, but every day. It's not something you do in a wellness spa once a week or once a month. It's a couple of times a day when I get up for a cup of coffee. It's leaving your laptop alone and going out to lunch for a walk. It is those little things. And it's not a really great corporate product that you can sell, but it's something you can do at home, which is now your new corporate office. So for the next couple of months, I'll be, I mean, it's really something that at Ingewikkeld we look at to keep people well, healthy in the long run, because we do a lot of remote work, and for the next couple of months, at least until January, if I have to believe the news, we'll be stuck at home. So it's a good skill to learn, and this is the kind of treatment style that I've been taught, but there are many, many more kinds. But please do find something for the next couple of months that will keep you active and flexible and soft, because we will be sitting on our chairs staring into Zoom for quite some time to come. And with that in mind, have a good lunch, because it's sit down, and if you can, do not eat your lunch in front of your laptop, like we are going to do right here. But if you can get up, and if there's another place in the house where maybe the pets or the kids are not drawing any attention, and you can actually maybe have some time for yourself, or even just go out for a short walk, please do. And while you do so, fiddle with something physical. It's really nice. And yeah, there's just way too much thinking. We just sit here and even forget we're hungry. Thank you for this one. It's not my usual conference fare. I'll do another one tomorrow, which is for the neck, back, and well, your legs, standing and sitting. I hear a lot about back problems in the various Slacks and Discords. So, of course, in 15 minutes, I will also fix that for you. And when I'm done with that, I'll fix all the open source projects that just been mentioned. Because there's no more time than 15 minutes for the physical part, because you people better start coding, otherwise PHP 8 is never going to work. So with that said, everybody enjoy your lunch.